game time at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Oatzen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And in the snow, we're underway here at Soldier Field. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight, the ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Right back to Irving. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Bears' 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Irving. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This a 46-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
Second and 1.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard. On the jet sweep, here's Burton. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
They're going to go jet sweep on third down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Interesting. You don't see a lot of jet sweeps on third down. It seems to be more of like a first and second down call because it kind of goes with more of the under center run game and play action game. So they go to it on third down. Really nice job there by the defense. Non-traditional play call. Good discipline. They're able to bring up fourth down.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he's going to have the Bears first down. They picked it up easily, didn't they? A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these fourth and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on fourth down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This pass complete to Raymond. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
Oftentimes in
line.
the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They'll come up here 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. They will run it over center with Swift. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Swift.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On the give, here's Swift. They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
On the ground, it's Swift. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're
And Swift loses the football. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
gets a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he's going to have a Bears first down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4 down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will tie the game at 3 apiece.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Now he'll air one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. Third down, 3 to go. McMillan, the man in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mayfield. They'll go right back to McMillan, complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A give. This is Irving. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Mayfield. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And 3rd down coming up.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
He'll try and get there on the ground. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. The veteran Khalif Raymond brings it out. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got Komet. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A run here with Swift. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And he'll take this back to the 43-yard line. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. And 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
16-yard line.
The Bucs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Irving. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second and 7. Right back to Irving. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Got him in! It's Ibuka, complete! And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a couple. He takes off, and he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 2. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Third and 2. Here we go. They'll go again here with Irvin. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up fourth down.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9. Off play action. Here's Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Chicago.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Here comes second and 4. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Mayfield. A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's caught down the field. He's got McMillan. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
That's good for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. Now they'll try to run the jet sweep. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
McMillan comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
It's 4th down.
So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Williams. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Williams. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Swift. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Luther Burton, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. He runs with it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now they burn the timeout. They're in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just one left in this game. We'll see.
First down, Tampa Bay.
First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Baker. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get it done, an old school, hard-fought game, won in the trenches in the driving snow.